The bay has welcomed many a morning to this beautiful region of northeastern Wisconsin. Nestled along its tranquil waters, you'll find a blossoming community, reaching out with a warm welcome of its own, Oconto, where you'll find beauty, relaxation, and history on the bay. Finding Oconto is easy. It's just a 30-minute drive from Green Bay, 3.5 hours from Chicago, and 5.5 hours from Minneapolis. Oconto's history is as rich and varied as the magnificent countryside that surrounds it. Nearly 5,000 years ago, the land was full of copper ore. The Native American settlers mined the copper and used it in the construction of weapons and other goods they used in trade. Years later, the adventurous French fur traders found their way to the shores of the Oconto River. They left a legacy that is still admired today. But it wasn't until the mid-1800s that Oconto really began to blossom. The whole country was growing, and lumber was in big demand. Oconto's abundant forests and natural transportation system combined to meet those needs while creating an ever-expanding community. Although the lumber barons are now a part of history, a monument to their prosperity remains. Elegant homes, which mimic the lavish lifestyles of their mighty owners, line the streets of Oconto. The area is known as the West Main Historic District because many of the homes are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Other historic tenants include the first Christian Scientist church in the world, which was erected in 1886, the Farnsworth Library, St. Joseph's Catholic Church, St. Mark's Episcopal Church, and the Beyer Home Museum. Inside, among authentic Victorian furnishings, you'll get a good feel for the city's rich heritage and the memories of long ago. But memories aren't just for display. In Oconto, they're celebrated. The annual Oconto Copper Fest colorfully blends the city's past with the future. The 3-day Fun Fest brings thousands of visitors to the city every year, and a good time is had by all. Although Oconto is proud of its colorful past, the future of this area has never been brighter. Oconto's friendly small-town atmosphere and location on the bay have brought major industry to the city. Cruisers and Rampage, the city's largest employer, manufactures luxurious pleasure boats. These hand-built masterpieces can be found in waters throughout the world, but bring special recognition to Oconto and its dedicated workforce. Oconto is always looking for new business endeavors. An ever-expanding industrial park shows the city's commitment to industrial growth and development. Private air travelers will also appreciate Oconto's airport. Its convenient location is easily accessible. The airport's runway has recently been lengthened, making it capable of handling some of the larger corporate jets. Oconto truly has a lot to offer visitors. Perhaps the most important is the fact that the city prides itself in being a natural vacation getaway. Oconto's country setting makes it the perfect place to relax, away from the hustle and bustle of big city life.
Okay, good one, Mike.
Well, I guess.
One of the biggest things here are the fish. Anglers drifting along the Oconto River or trolling the bay of Green Bay will find their stringers full in no time. But even more impressive is the fact that you're only one cast away
Hey, what did I tell you?
from a trophy northern or walleye. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources lists the Oconto River as one of the premier smallmouth bass fisheries in the state. Why not see for yourself? The Oconto River is also one of the few places in the entire state where you can fish for skamania. The skamania is a member of the steelhead family, but it looks like a rainbow trout. This feisty game fish has been known to reach lengths of 35 inches or more. Catching one is a unique challenge any angler will relish. If it's perch you're after, there's no better place to try your luck than in Oconto on the Bay of Green Bay, where the fish are always biting. In recent years, the bay has become nationally known for its abundance of perch. It's not uncommon for anglers to catch dozens of jumbo perch in just one outing, a mouth-watering delicacy the likes of which you won't find anywhere else. You don't have to travel far to enjoy fishing in Oconto. At Breakwater Park, you can fish right from shore while enjoying the magnificent view of the brilliant waterway. The Oconto River is also a favorite among pleasure boaters, and it's easy to see why. The city has 3 boat landings, a beautiful marina, and a magnificent yacht club. Each facility is carefully managed and upgraded to ensure that first-time visitors to the city have easy access to the docks. Plans for a new docking facility are already in the works. When completed, it will make Oconto a premier city for pleasure boating. If you don't own a boat, don't worry. You can still get out and enjoy the bay. A stop at Harbor Cove will set you up with a rental boat, complete with a motor, or sails. There are dozens of ways to enjoy Oconto's waterways. After a day out on the river, come ashore to the hospitality of Oconto's friendly residents. Browse through some of our quaint shops, stroll through the historic district, or stop for some ice cream. If you're looking for a little more than a midday snack, Oconto has many familiar restaurants, as well as others who serve up a bit of the city's history. The French fur traders have come and gone, but their descendants' zest for fine cuisine remains. Oconto boasts a fine French restaurant and a half-dozen others that feature many local favorites. The rich history of fishing is also featured at Oconto restaurants, but culminates every Friday when the sights and sounds of a mouth-watering fish fry fill the air. In all, more than a dozen restaurants and supper clubs can be found in Oconto, enough to satisfy any hungry appetite. After a day of exploring, it's time to relax and plan the next day's adventure. You'll find plenty of cozy places to stay in Oconto, from motels, bed and breakfasts, to cottages by the bay. Snuggled up next to the banks of the Oconto River is the Holtwood Campground. It's a city-owned campground containing 44 spacious sites, complete with water and electrical hookups. Or if you prefer, just come on in and pitch a tent. Visitors to Oconto will find that it's a year-round vacation land. The change in seasons brings with it a colorful change in scenery and an abundance of things to do. Another glorious morning awakens visitors to Oconto. Nowhere are the fall colors more spectacular than from the banks of the Oconto Marsh. Here you can watch as the entire countryside springs to life. Look closely. The Oconto Marsh is a birdwatcher's dream come true. It's one of the few places in Wisconsin where you will find migrating shorebirds. Trails lead you around the marsh on foot or by bike. It's a relaxing way to start a new day. Touring the area by car is also popular here. Oconto is included on the Lake Michigan Circle Tour route. Signs and maps will ensure that you don't miss any of the sights. Oconto isn't just an outdoor playground in the summer and fall. Winter gives the area a second lively personality. Each year, Oconto's business and civic groups sponsor a winter wonderland at the Holtwood Campground. All the trees as well as the grounds are colorfully decorated for the holidays. Visitors can drive through the campground and see its spectacular beauty. It's a fun event the whole family will enjoy. Miles and miles of snowmobile trails extend an open invitation to explore the snowy wilderness or frozen bay. Groomed snowmobile trails are just a short ride from Oconto and take you just about anywhere in the state. But that's not all. Cross-country ski trails guide you in and out of a frosty forest. And the fish, they're still biting, even though they're hiding under a thick sheet of ice. In the winter, you'll often find entire families spending a day out on the ice. But there's more to do here than fishing. Oconto's beauty is truly breathtaking, and no matter what the season, there's always something happening. Oconto, a city of friendly people where you'll find beauty, relaxation, and history on the bay. Come see for yourself.